I am going to show you how to do a fishtail loom band with a makeshift loom board, but it's not a board. So if you just see, I've got an old medicine bottle, and by old I mean I'm currently using it, and I have put 3 nails in, screws, sorry, and in order to get them, if you're maybe under 12, you might want an adult to do this for you, or maybe under 16 I should say. So I've put in 3 to make it a triangle. An adult will do that, no bother, for you, I'm sure. And then I've drilled it just down. I actually used the hammer because, well, I couldn't find a drill, so really makeshift. And if you can see, it's going to look like, I want it to look like this on my thumbs, because when I was doing it, if you went away from it, it all fell apart and you had to find the loom band or nest clip. So this keeps it on. So what I'm going to do is get 3 of the same colour. Well, okay, they're tie-dyed, but 3 of the same tie-dye would be great. Any 3, come on, 3 of the same. Oh, hey, look, there's 3. So I'm going to put this one on and turn it and put it down. And then I'm going to go from the bottom one and turn it and put it on to that one. And I'm going to put it down as low as I can. And the last one, and twist it, oops, and put it down. And the next one, I'm going to pick a different colour this time. So I've used the green and yellow tie-dye. So I'm going to use the purple and blue because it's very different, so you can see the difference. And I'm going to put it over all 3 of my nails, screws, and then push them down. And now I need to use a loom picker because my fingers sometimes aren't very good with, my dexterity is not the greatest, so I'm just going to pick the bottom most and hold these 2 whilst I flip that over and go to the next one. Take the bottom most and hold these 2 whilst I flip that over, and the last one, I take the bottom one, hold these 2 and flip that over, and you'll start to see a little sort of tunnel that's going to end up looking very strange. You're going to think you've done the wrong thing, but it isn't. You only ever want 2 on the sides. So now I'm going to pick a different colour again. I'm going to use the pink and yellow this time because it was there. Go over all 3 in a triangle and take the bottommost. Try and get it down as low as you can. It just saves you later on picking up. You'll see when you get speed on it. So pick over the bottom one. I didn't need to hold it this time because it's already sort of being held in place now. It's the first one really that you need to hold. And pick it over the bottommost one. Now it's looking like a mess and you're thinking, oh no, I've done the wrong thing. You haven't. Eventually you'll be able to pull it tight and it will look properly done. So I'm going to go back to my original colour, which was the green and yellow. And I'm going to put it on all 3 and push it down and take the bottommost one and the bottommost one, and I've only used 3 colours, so I know my next colour is going to be the colour that I am flipping over right now, which is my tie-dyed purple and blue, which is already on my knee very conveniently, and over all 3. So down to the bottom, flip over the bottom one, and this is where I go. I'm actually partially sighted, so I'm going to take a little bit extra time there. Right, and eventually you will start to see the pattern not looking like, you're not going to think you're doing it wrong because you're going to see the fishtail develop and you'll be like, ah, I'm doing it right, yay. So that was the pink and yellow, which is this one, yes. And over all 3, push it down, blah, blah, blah. You'll hear all the American videos and they're like constantly push it down, but yeah, push it down. And again, can't really see it so it's the bottommost one over, and you can start to see it developing into the sort of fishtail shape a bit. Eventually you will definitely see it. Is it green and yellow now? And again, I'll just keep going another couple, and then I'll show you one that I've done in a second. So over, bottom one, and this is where this one I've gone a bit funny, but it's a different colour, so that's good for my eyes. I only have one that works. And over with the bottom one. Now it's really important that you don't mix up the order, as all it takes is one out of place and the whole thing falls apart. So that was the purple and blue. Here, my medicine. Bottom. Now, again, really important to take the bottom one. That's where, when you're using the tie-dyes, it's a bit awkward because my tie-dyes all have yellow, apparently. I'm getting confused, but it's okay because I can see that one was the pink. If you're using 3 different colours, it's much easier. I should have done that for this tutorial. I'm sorry. Anyway, you can see the fishtail starting to develop, and you can pull the bottom out a bit. You can see it starting. So eventually, you will end up with something that will look like this. Now, this is not Loombands. This is a snag-free. I'm going to give away all my ideas here. But this is snag-free baubles that I used to use as a child that I'm going to make into a hairband or bauble for my niece. So that it doesn't snag her hair, but it still has the cool in style fishtail look to it. And so that will eventually become that. It means you can travel with it without worrying about snapping your board. It's really handy, especially since the summer is now upon us. If you can get an adult to do this for you, you're laughing. Or if you're... No, please get an adult to do it. The person that's videoing this right now is 11, and I would totally trust her to do this. Her mum wouldn't be impressed that I let her do it though, so I wouldn't do it because I know her parent wouldn't let her. So yeah, get an adult to do it. And if I'm talking to an adult, I apologise. But yeah, that's how you do it. So you always, what was the last colour I used there? Pink and yellow. So you always use, if it's only 3 colours, then it's whatever your last one is that's going on. But you can use as many colours as you want. As you can see, I used 7 there, or more, I'm not sure. And so I've got the pink and yellow, and take the bottom and flip it over. Take the bottom and you'll get much faster at it. And you can do it with your fingers, right? But I just told you I don't have the greatest dexterity. I'm partially sighted, so I'm going to keep using this. But you can use your fingers. Now, it's just because I don't have good... No, I can't, but other people... Okay, there you go, Joe. Only the bottom one, remember, and don't get them out of order. Did you get it? Right. So now it's green and yellow, which of course is not on my knee. Why would it be? Over all 3. Push them down, because... And when you push them down, make sure you're keeping them in sequence, or you're just going to end up in a riotous mess. But that's fine, because they all come apart and you can start again and there's nothing broken. But it's just time consuming when you've done all that work for nothing. It's very not soul destroying, but annoying. Look, see, you can see it really start. If you pull it, you can see it's starting to make its pattern into the... Can you see the shape it's making? Yeah. And yeah, that's it. So you keep going. Happy looming. Bye bye.